In this video, we will go over when the banners release, when all the free-to-play characters drops, when the super easy A's drop in here, along with should you summon on this banner or not. I'm not gonna lie, I did have to redo this video because previously my mic wasn't on, but let's get into it straight off the bat. July 6th, 2025, 8 p.m. CDT is when they drop. That is when the banners go live in-game in about 6 hours. By the time this release, probably going to be 5 hours, okay? So that is also when the celebration starts as well. Well, we might get the start at 7 p.m., but none of that stuff actually drops until 8. So, oh, fun! We get this tonight as well. We get the super easy A for this Amasu Goku as well, which is very nice. And then Vegito Blue and AGL Rose drop on the 10th at 12 a.m. CDT. All you have to do is just Google July 6th, 2025, 8 p.m. CDT to whatever your time is right now, and it'll tell you what time it is for you. You could also just do what time is it CDT right now and calculate that from there. So it's quite easy. 8 p.m. CDT is also 18, if I'm correct. No, it's 10. That's 10, 20, 20? I think it's 20, 18, 20. It's 20. I'm okay, I'm tripping. Whatever. It's 20. If you do like military time or whatever that is. 20 is 8 p.m. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. That's when the banners drop. Also, all the free-to-play characters, the clones, all drop at that time as well, which is very nice. We get all the clones. We get Zamasu Goku. I wish we got Rose at the same time too, because he's very necessary for this guy's team. And is a great buff for this Rose, sharing a bunch of links with him, just being a overall very good partner, along with supporting a ton. I think he supports 30% to the rotation. All allies 3 key 30%. So very nice for him. Champa also drops since he's a side banner unit of one of these guys at the same time at 8 p.m. CDT. So if this helped you out, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel. If you're new, thank you for watching. Just got that out the way real quick because that's what you want to know. Again, as I said, we'll have should you summon, and let's get into that right now. Overall, I think if you're a newer player and you need to build your account, this is the banner to summon on for sure, just because it's a Dokkan Fest. You have Gogeta, who has one of the best active skill animations in the game and was a top 4 character in the game until these guys drop. As of right now, he's technically still a top 4 character in the game because these guys aren't out yet, but he's definitely on this banner. Vegito will be on the Dual Dokkan Fest, or not the Dual Dokkan Fest. He'll be on the Dokkan Fest banner in part 2, and that's the #1 unit in the game right now. So these guys are very fun to use with all their extra buffs. They might get a battle motion, considering the Broly's did. Beast Gohan is still good in any fight that is less than 7 turns, or 7 turns, or 8 turns. Actually, you can make work. Just depends on when he enters the fight. Because you can go turn 5, have his whole passive up, and then you float him, and then he'll be on turn 8, and then that's when you pop the active. And that's the earliest that he'll disappear. If he's on like a slot 7, then it's even later. So he's very good still. Champa is pointless for anything that's not like Universe 6. I don't even really see the point in dropping Champa. He's, funny enough, this guy isn't on either of their leader skills. He's not on Fused Fighters or Future, and he's not on Super Bosses. So I don't even know why they dropped a Champa. What is the point of dropping a side banner unit that is not helpful to the characters he is dropping with? Nor is he even really helpful to anybody else previously. I mean, I guess Universe 6, Carnival lead Caulifla, Tag Kale and Caulifla. But they shouldn't have gotten the Universe 6 lead in the first place, so I don't even know what they're thinking with this guy. Should have been a Zamasu or a regular Goku Black, in my opinion, even though those characters have gotten a lot of side banner use. They could get another one here just because Super Bosses needs the help. But overall, yes, they're probably going to have buy 3 get 1 free on this as well, so this is a very good value banner to summon on for sure. Tons of good characters. We don't even know what the other 5 characters are on this banner. If I had to guess, VB and Rose are going to be on this, which makes this even better to summon on for a lot of characters, or a lot of players. because I know most of you don't have. If you're newer to the game, you're not gonna have VB and Rose rainbowed like I have them rainbowed. So this is gonna be a very good. I'm curious who the other three are because I'm pretty sure VB and Rose are both gonna be on this banner because they're Dokkan Fest. They're not gonna be on this one. So with them both being on this banner, this is all again. You're gonna have four very strong characters. Beast is a strong character, but he's not gonna be in the very strong tier, I think. And no, he still can be in very strong character. Very strong tier. Five very strong tier characters. Okay. Now this banner is a good, really good summon, just in terms of Rose being a very strong villain character and very nice villain character. His passive or his kit is based around all extreme class or having like another Rose Zamasu with you. So he's gonna work very well with villains, especially full villain teams again. And if he's on here, AGL Rose is gonna be on here, or a few Zamasu will be on there with him. So he will have everything he needs to succeed. So he's gonna work very well with villains as well as having Fear and Faith, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Nightmare is gonna have some characters. Fear and Faith is gonna have some characters. Fear and Faith is really just a key link. All defense minus 10 doesn't matter, but it's okay. He shares 4 links with Omega, who's gonna be the part 2 Dokkan Fest. So he's gonna work really well on that team as long as the Omega leads the correct teams, which I hope he does. I hope Omega's on Worldwide Chaos and he leads Rose on a 220% so he can run Rose with the other Roses, the other Zamasus, and then have Omega on this as well. Could be a very fun villain team, which is going to be built around having big bad bosses. They'll have, I think some of those characters will have Nightmare. If we click Nightmare, yeah, we were talking about Zamasus. Frieza has Nightmare, and then he has big bad bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Cell Max has it, big bad bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power as well. And all the clones share a lot of links. So this turned out to be Super Bosses not being as much of an L as I thought it would be. Shout out to Omatsu for that. I wish he led 2 categories still, but this is going to be worth it as well, I think. Vegeta not being the best 10th anniversary character available, but he is going to be useful for any missions or anything like that. So he's a good pickup if you pull him. Frieza is also a very good pickup. People underrate him a lot. He's very strong. He also is going to be buffing fused Zamasu or Rose Zamasu, whatever. He's going to be buffing them for 2 turns, 77% attack and defense if you can get him on the team. Frieza's not a super boss, so he's not going to be on his lead. Again, we're going to have to rely on Omega pretty much for this guy, or basically any other team that they're going to be on that they share with either Extreme Class or the Roses. So he'll work with this guy as like a floater with support. So that'll be very nice. Broly's still solid. But again, for sure this banner is better. But I would say these are both yeses. These are not skips unless you don't like the characters or you don't want these characters for some reason. These aren't skips. Like if you're saving for Daima, that makes sense. I'll give that to you. I'm summoning like crazy on both of these guys. I really want Rose. I'm going to summon on this because I want dupes of this guy, and I do want to pull this guy. Obviously, this is the main goal. This is the prize, and you can just buy them with coins if you need to. Also, this, again, I think I said this earlier, but Tech Vegito is going to be on part 2. So shout out to that. And again, as a reminder, I said this at the start of the video, both of these banners drop at 8 p.m. CDT today. Today. By the time you see this, it'll be 5 hours from today. 8 p.m. CDT. That's when they drop. So overall, yes, you should summon. Very excited. They did a very good job. You gotta link level these guys. Also, one thing to remember, when these banners drop, their boosts are gonna be refreshing basically instantly after you use them. So you'll have infinite boosts to get these guys Dokkan Awakened, to get any other units Dokkan Awakened very quickly. So use those boosts. Use those to link level the clones here if you want to use them. If I remember correctly, STR and Tech are the worst two, but Int, AGL, and Physical are all pretty solid. So if you want to get those guys up, get their big bad bosses level 10, get these guys big bad bosses level 10, link level these guys all the way up to level 10. Do that today if possible, because the boosts are very nice and easy with unlimited boosts pretty much. I think it's for a day. I'm not sure exactly, but that'll start tonight at 8 p.m. as well, I believe. And yeah, again, I'm hoping part 2 of Mega Shenron, who has been leaked officially leaked by Dokkan themselves. They put them in the burst mode thing where you buy coin, or you buy the OSTs with it, with coins, burst mode coins. They had his art. Like, they just straight up had his art. I have a picture of screenshot. It was in game. I went on my JP account and looked in game, and it was there. So they showed that. They leaked it themselves. It wasn't illicit methods this time. So yeah. Again, I'll remind you, the banners drop tonight at 8 p.m. CDT, as well as Champa, the free-to-play characters at the same time, as well as the Zamasu Goku Super Easy A also comes out tonight at 8 p.m. CDT. And then Super Easy A, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and Rose Goku Black drop on the 10th at 12 a.m. CDT. This is a huge day to download, lots of information. Should you summon? Yes. Both banners are very good. Carnival banner is going to have all of the unfeatured LRs that do not include carnivals. The only carnivals that are going to be on this banner are the ones that are featured. So, PyCon's going to be available. I'm pretty sure TN's going to be available. Those are the ones from this year. I can't think of any other ones. AG Ultimate Gohan from last year's Golden Week. Stuff like that. Not Kale and Caulifla, though. Kale and Caulifla will not be on this banner unless they're featured, and if they were, they would have been up here, so they're not going to be featured on this banner, which is a little unfortunate for me because they are a Super Boss character that I need, but it's okay. I'm actually hoping that Dokkan Fest here, one of the characters is going to be Tech, Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, Goku, and or Int Hit. I'm hoping they're going to be on these banners. I don't think they are, because I think they would have been here, but they definitely, there's a chance. The Golden Week was pretty recent. Yeah. Should you summon? Yes. Banner drop, 8 p.m. CDT. Everything else except for these guys drop at 8 p.m. CDT, and they drop 12 a.m. on the 10th. So thank you for watching, and with that, I'm out.